Good morning. Today I wanted to read out of Nehemiah. I'm going to read all of chapter 1, so it's a little long, but I think it's important because it shows a man of prayer. It shows a man who loves the people that he is with. He loves his lineage of people, and he prays for them. And I think it's a great example of how we should be praying right now for our nation and for everything our family and everybody that's around us. So let me read it to you. It's Nehemiah chapter 1, and it says, Nehemiah prays for his people. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hakaliah. It came to pass in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan, the citadel, that Hananiah, one of my brethren, came with men from Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews who had escaped, who had survived the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said to me, the survivors who are left from the captivity in the province are there in great distress and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem is also broken down, and its gates are burned with fire. So it was when I heard these words that I sat down and wept and mourned for many days. I was fasting and praying before the God of heaven. And I said, I pray, Lord God of heaven, O great and awesome God, you who keep your covenant and mercy with those who love you and observe your commandments, please let your ear be attentive and your eyes open, that you may hear the prayer of your servant, which I pray before you now, day and night, for the children of Israel, your servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against you. Both my father's house and I have sinned. We have acted very corruptly against you, and have not kept the commandments, the statutes, nor the ordinances which you commanded your servant Moses. Remember, I pray, the word that you commanded your servant Moses, saying, if you are unfaithful, I will scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me and keep my commandments and do them, though some of you were cast out to the farthest part of heavens, yet I will gather them from there and bring them to the place which I have chosen as a dwelling for my name. Now these are your servants and your people, whom you have redeemed by your great power and by your strong hand. O Lord, I pray, please let your ear be attentive to the prayer of your servant and to the prayer of your servants who desire to fear your name, and let your servant prosper this day. I pray and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king's cupbearer. Nehemiah is about to go before his king. He is a servant. He's the cupbearer to the king. And he's going to go to that king and ask for a favor. And we're going to see the power of prayer and how it works. But the prayer of Nehemiah and how he prays, he acknowledges all the things that God has done. He acknowledges who God is, and he acknowledges that he has sinned. He's a sinner. And then he goes on and begins to ask the Lord for a favor. So that might be how we might want to model our prayer. And that might be how we want to pray for the people around us who need us so badly right now. And I just pray that as you go about your days, that you would be in prayer with the Lord, that you would continue to seek his will in your life, and that he would prosper you. Have a great day. God bless.